Gosh golly, I wish there was a band out there that was just so sporadic and crazy and it just grabbed my attention without even like me realizing it and just never letting it go. Hmm. Wait, what is that you say? There's a band like that that's popping off really hot right now that I should check out? Well, gosh golly, let's get into it. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy Matt Diazable coming at you with some new music reviews and some horrible intros, but I'm doing my best. Thanks for coming on by. I appreciate it and everything. It's a lot of fun doing these. So, today I would like to talk about a new band I've discovered, and they just dropped a new EP this year in 2025. And that band is called House of Protection with their latest EP called Outrun You All. This band here, House of Protection, kind of went under my radar last year in 2024. And I think that's when they started popping off. They dropped an EP last year. And I think they just been making a lot of noise since they feature members of the band Fever 333 and The Chariot. So once you hear those names, you know this band is going to be like all over the place. And yeah, I first heard this band this past year on the new Architects album. They were featured on it, and I was like, House of Protection, who is that? And the song they were featured on was really good, and I enjoyed the vocal styles they were bringing here. So I remember to note that name. And then as I was looking up new music this year, new EPs, the band House of Protection came out. I was like, oh, I've seen that before. I should definitely check out this EP and this band. And like I said, if you're a fan of Fever 333, The Chariot, Norma Jean, stuff like that, you're gonna be kind of enticed with what this band has to offer. And what this band is offering with this latest EP is a masterclass in contrast and control. Because on this EP, it's a journey that just smoothly goes between dreamy, introspective sounding music to just full throttle sonic assault. From the opening track of 1.5 and a bunch of other symbols, the listener is enveloped in a very whimsical haze of soft vocals, gentle pianos, and just airy synths. It's a very chill and almost, I want to say spacey. I always mess up this word, like ethereal. Yeah, like it's beyond like an earthly feel. It just feels like it's on another plane of existence. And this is all just a really soft and chill opening before like the real storm kicks in. You have a sense of like serenity and peace at the very beginning with that intro song before it all gets shattered with the song Afterlife. Where you get like some really heavy synths that collide with some explosive riffs, dense bass playing, and drum hits that just hit like a freight train. But crazy enough, amongst all this chaos, there's some really nice soft-spoken vocals that really lead everything very nicely with a sense of tenderness, creating a balance between, brute force and just delicate emotion that feels very uniquely like in their style of House of Protection. And I gotta say, I'm not surprised that this chaotic music is being made by members of Fever 333 and The Chariot, because this EP is wild and brash, and you would expect, especially when I was listening to this, I was like, this kind of reminds me of certain bands that I've heard before. And I was thinking about those bands, and lo and behold, members of those bands are in this project. And the band doesn't just, rely on sheer heaviness. And tracks like Godspeed showcase a very definite and very deep understanding of tempo and texture, merging these very deep and dirty industrial tones with very lighter synths to really create a very crisp and controlled vocal style that just cuts through the mix. The results are you get music that is very groovy and also very menacing. Blending this style of industrial grit with very melodic precision creates these really heavy moments that just hit really, really hard. And you get these really softer passages that just breathe so nicely. Moments of introspection kind of creep in, like on the song I Need More Than This, where the band is really open to revealing that they are very comfortable with exploring vulnerability. They have a lot of distorted vocals and very understated synths that really just pull the listener in, invoking the softer side of Bring Me the Horizon, but with a little bit more House of Protection, distinctive experimental flair. And as I was listening and researching this band, I didn't realize that Jordan Fish of Bring Me the Horizon was the producer of this EP. So it makes sense that you get a lot of that Bring Me the Horizon vibes when listening to this album EP. Even in those quieter passages, there's an uncanny knack for unusual sounds like I think they were using a xylophone at one point that really sounds like, you know, they're playing on some like creepy bones. So to put it simply, the production on here is just fascinating. And then you have the track Fire that just, you know, ignites everything to show what the EP has built. Hard-hitting synths, you get some really good crushing guitar chugs, and you got drums that sound both massive and precise. It's a rush of energy that is both groovy and chaotic in all the right ways, and it just accumulates into a very satisfying ending that just leaves a very deep impression on you through the sonic power of the music they're making here. Overall, I would say House of Protection and this EP is doing what they do best, and that is contrast, contrast, contrast. You know, they're balancing out heaviness with tenderness, experimentation with accessibility, chaos with structure. It flows like a very nice narrative where each song feels like, you know, a chapter in a book, and each sound of each track is designed to add layers to that story. From whimsical beginnings to just very ferocious climaxes, it's a journey that's just very intense, wild, and unforgettable. And so with this latest EP from House of Protection, I was very blown away, very flabbergasted when I was listening to this EP, because there's just so much in this little EP that just eeps and flows in a very nice and just satisfying way that I gotta say that this latest EP from House of Protection, I gotta give it up to them. It was really good, and I would give it a good and solid 9 out of 10. Links down below. Tell me what you think about this band. Tell me what you think about Fever 333, The Cherry, all the bands these guys have been in, and just discuss. So till next time, guys, see you in the pig.